What is up, guys? Today on MattyXBuilds, we're going to be working on the old Tahoe. It's picked up a little exhaust leak. We had a nice little ticking that kind of sounded scary from my wife's video that she sent me, but after checking it out, our back header bolt is broke off, and you can see like soot around the header, so we know it's leaking back there. Plus we're getting an O2 sensor code for bank 2 sensor 1, delayed lean to rich. It comes and goes, it doesn't come up all the time. It's definitely leaking. So our quick fix for that, our band-aid for now, because I'm still saving up to DOD delete this, and when I do, you know, the head's got to come off and all that, and when that happens, we'll drill out all our broken header bolts that just have broken over time. But our quick fix for now is this wonderful Dorman 917-142 manifold clamp. So the way this thing works, it's designed, and everything you'll see, this is for the driver's side, but I'll show y'all how we can make it work on the passenger side. So you got to take your coolant temp sensor connector off, and then you slide this bad boy on right here, and it goes over. You might want to take your spark plug off too, but you've got a couple spare holes in your bolt, or in your heads. So there's one hole here, and there's a spare hole. I'll get better light here in a second. There's another spare hole over here. So this bracket uses those open head holes to mount the bracket, and then all you got to do is make sure that your header bolt that broke is flush with the surface of the header. So once you bolt this clamp on, you run a third bolt right here, and once you torque this clamp down and you run that bolt into the broken header bolt, it'll clamp the headers tighter to the head, and thus getting rid of your exhaust leak without you having to you know, weld a nut on there and extract the broken bolt, or you know, whatever, however you're going to do it. Well, ours is on the back of the passenger side head, right? Well, if you didn't know, LS heads, if you had them both off and laid them on a table, they're exactly the same from side to side. All you do with the passenger side head is it's the driver's side head turned. That's the only difference. So this will actually work on the very back of the passenger side head, because there's instead of your coolant temp sensor, there's just a plug right there. So this will go over that just fine. Now it's going to be very difficult to let me get the camera back there. It's going to be very difficult to get our hand back here. We're going to do it. So let me get some tools for the bolts, and then I'm going to get some anti-seize, because here they call for you to have some high temp thread locker, and I'm probably not going to use that. I'm just going to use anti-seize, but they give you really good instructions in this Dorman kit. So you just and like I said, this is all worded to be used on the driver's side, but you should be able to use it on the passenger side. I don't see a reason why you couldn't. Remove your coolant temp connector, which we won't need to do that because there's a plug. Verify that the remaining portion of the broken manifold bolt is not protruding past the exhaust manifold surface. Grind it flush if necessary, which we broke off below the surface of the header flange, so we're good. And then you torque the mounting bolts of the bracket to 30 to 37 foot-pounds, and then you torque the clamping bolt, which is the one that will go over your broken bolt, and push on it. You tighten that one to 18 foot-pounds. So I'm going to get some thread locker out and get some tools, and then we'll get started and see if we can't fix this exhaust leak. So and it does say in the instruction you might have to massage the heat shield just a little bit. So I'm going to get this down in there and just see if we do or not. We probably do, I'm sure, but we finna see. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna bend our heat shield back just a little bit. Alright, so we got that bottom one started. And let's see if our heat shield's in the right spot for us to get this other hole lined up. Just barely. Alright, and you don't want to have it like cockeyed on the threads, because you strip these head bolts out, it's going to be the head holes. You strip those threads out, it's going to be not a good time for you or anybody around you. But alright, so we got the clamp on. That's a big leap. It was kind of tricky getting it down in there, but we got it. So let's run those down with a ratchet. Woo! And that's a tough one to get to, thanks to that heat shield that's up against the firewall. Alright, that's pretty snug. That's pretty snug. Let me go get my torque wrench. I don't know if I'm going to fit it on that back hole, but we're going to try. Okay, we got our torque wrench. Let's see what we can get. I'm set at 34 foot-pounds, you know, kind of in the middle there. See if I can get an angle. There we go. All right, let's see. Okay, really don't think this is going to fit back here. Oof. Man, yeah, that's not going to fit. So we're going to have to get our German torque book out and get this sucker gootin' tight. Let me calibrate my elbow right quick. Yeah, okay, alright, that's what we need. All right, there we go. 37 foot-pounds. Okay, and now we can run our clamper bolt down. Find our hole for that. And what's kind of weird for this is they give you a full length bolt. It's gonna stick out quite a bit, so I don't know. We'll see when spark plug changes come up if that's a big deal to me or not. Okay, there we go. Let's get this spark plug out of the way a little bit. All right, there we go. We're hitting the bolt. All right, so that's that's how far that bolt sticks out. I don't even know if I'm gonna get this little 3/8 ratchet on there. Yeah, barely. Kind of crooked. I want to get on there straight so I don't strip it. There we go. It's pretty snug. Yeah, we're definitely at least 18 foot-pounds. All right, so well, she's cold, hasn't been fired up today, so let me get these spark plug wires back on, then we'll fire it up and see if we got rid of our exhaust leak. Seems good to me. I think that did our trick. Let me shut it off right quick. All right, cool. So looks like it did the trick for now. All right, well, Dorman saves the day again with their 917142 manifold clamp. You won't see anywhere that it can go on the back of the passenger side, but in this 2013 Tahoe, it in fact did go on the back of the passenger side. So I hope that helps somebody out. If it does, leave a like. That always helps the channel out, helps this video get out to more people that are looking for an answer to this problem without having to, you know, weld a nut on there and actually extract the header bolt and do it the right way. So thumbs up to Dorman for helping us out, and yeah, other than that, peace out, be human, and we'll see you next time.